Ashley.
Hey, have a good jog?
Oh, well, it would have been apart from the vocal tendency.
Yeah, out in force again, were they?
Oh.
What were they shouting this time?
Oh, nothing original, you know. The usual stuff. Whoa, darling, come back to my place. I'll give you some exercise.
Just dead ignorant people like that. Men, eh?
Yes, of course, Ashley. You've lived a life of total purity, unsullied with coarse conversation.
Ah, well, no, I'm a new man, I am. Handy in the kitchen, regularly in touch with his emotions.
Oh, I see. So that's what all those rugby players are doing with their hands down their shorts. They're keeping in touch with their emotions, aren't they?
You get very cold in that lineup. Anyway, women aren't perfect.
Oh, at least they don't frighten men off the street.
No. They wait till they get home, then they frighten them.
Well, I bet you don't get women on building sites shouting at you.
What women? The only women on building sites are the ones pinned up in the porter cabins.
Ah, well, there you are then, and why's that? Sexism and discrimination.
Oh, I see. You want to go and work on a building site, eh?
Only if I can wear those special trousers.
What special trousers?
You know, the ones that come halfway down your bum. So everyone can see you haven't washed your pants for a fortnight.
And who's being sexist now?
I bet you don't get harassed when you go out jogging. No one's going to drag you into any bushes.
Well, not without my charms, you know. Matter of fact, I have many admirers in bushes everywhere.
Getting dragged into a bush is a misfortune, not an accomplishment.
Well, maybe you should report these people who shout at you to the police.
Well, they probably were the police.
You will be careful, though, won't you?
Yeah, I will. Still, you can't be frightened off the streets, can you?
No, I suppose not.
Oh, while you're there, get us a can of lager. Very gorgeous.
I don't think there's any need to be gross. I'm worried about you getting attacked now.
Well, I don't want to give up jogging, Ashley.
But there must be a safer sort of exercise you can do. You know, something you can do indoors. Hey, why don't we get hold of one of those, bicycles with no wheels?
Yeah, why not? I've already got a car with no engine.
I'm trying to make a helpful suggestion. Hey, why don't you try one of these Charles Atlas bodybuilding courses, eh?
You don't really want me to look like that.
Well, no one to kick sand in your face.
No, they'd evacuate the beach. Oh, Ashley, I appreciate your concern, and I am careful when I go out, but I can't do more than that. Honestly, I'll be all right.
Saying that's not going to stop me worrying, is it?
Well, maybe not, but I worry about you too. I worry that you'll crash the car or be hit by a bus or fall down the gap between the tube train and the platform.
Elaine, is this worrying or is this wishful thinking?
Well, sometimes I worry that you'll go for a shower and slip on the soap and do a cartwheel and split your head open on the bathtub.
Why should I do that?
Well, anyone can have an accident.
It's not an accident. You'd have to spend 3 months rehearsing something like that.
Actually, all I'm saying is that no matter how much we worry about each other, life's full of risks. I mean, eating's risky, drinking's risky, making love's risky.
In what way?
You could have a heart attack or get pregnant.
Well, you have the heart attack, I'll get pregnant. I couldn't have a heart attack, could I?
Yes, you could. So could I.
Well, both of us. Well, we get the insurance money, then. I wouldn't want to trust that sort of money to the cat.
Actually, life's full of unpleasant things, and sometimes you can't do anything about it. I mean, look at tomorrow.
Why, what unpleasant thing's happening tomorrow?
I've got to visit your mum and dad.
Come on, that's not unpleasant. Much worse than that.
But it's the same everywhere, Elaine. Sex and violence. I mean, the whole world has gone ex-certificate. I mean, there was none of this rampant promiscuity in our day, was there, Colin?
No, not a lot.
It's the 1960s that are to blame for all this, Elaine. Flower power. That's what started it. Well, then it was all you need is love. But now, of course, you need a cattle prod. You can't open your front door without seeing ads for condoms. Well, Horlicks and Ovaltine was good enough for us. I mean, you only have to ask your grandfather, Ashley, how well everyone got on together during the war.
Mum, millions of people were killed.
Maybe so, but you could leave your door open.
Yeah, I mean, your house might not be there in the morning, but you could leave your door open.
I mean, it's not safe for women to go out, Elaine, what with curb crawlers everywhere. And we've had enough heavy breathing down that telephone to pump up a lilo, haven't we, Colin?
Yes, dear.
So I just hope that you're careful, Elaine, and always look over your shoulder when you're jogging.
You can't do that, Mum. You might run straight into a lamppost.
Well, Mrs. Butley down the road, she likes to keep fit. She goes jogging in Marks and Spencer's, doesn't she, Colin? Round the freezers. I mean, it's not a big circuit, but at least it's safe. But she takes a wire basket with her and they just think she's a fast shopper.
Yeah. And if she doesn't have a very good jog one day, she can always take it back and they'll change it.
Just how many of those sherries have you had?
Well, I think I prefer the fresh air, really, Mrs. Phillips.
Yes, well, of course, Women's Lib must take its share of the blame, Elaine, for how things are today.
Oh, yes, in what way?
Well, if women didn't go burning their bras, men's underwear wouldn't need the fire extinguisher.
I really think you can hold women responsible for the way men act. I mean, that's like saying if you get burgled, it's your fault for having a house.
Well, Elaine, perhaps we should...
Yes, maybe so, but some women's clothes are like red rags to a rat. I mean, her next door, her skirt is so short you can all but see the washing instructions on her knickers, can't you?
Yeah, 40 degrees minimum iron.
I don't see why we should all go around in knee-length underwear.
Yeah, well, perhaps we should...
Yes, well, if you'll take my tip, Elaine, you'll get yourself some of this. It's very good, and you only need to spray on a little to get the right effect.
What's that, Mrs. Phillips? A new perfume you've got?
No, Elaine, it's CS gas.
What, oh darling, training for the Olympics, are you?
Bit past your bedtime, isn't it?
Well, you come back to my place, I'll give you some exercise.
Which bit of the zoo do you live in, then?
Hey, get those knees up, go on. I love you.
Oh, not bad. Elaine. Look. What? Over there. Come on.
A flasher. What do you mean? One of those raincoat situations.
I think he was wearing a duffel coat, actually.
What do you mean? One of those? With the sawn-off trousers and the big smile. Just standing there with his twinkle out. Weren't you horrified by this disgusting spectacle?
Oh, we've seen worse at home.
I should be ringing up Gordon about you.
We were all right. In fact, it was quite funny in some ways.
Funny?
Yeah, he sort of looked a bit like a petrol pump. Yeah, lead-free.
Well, I'm glad you think it's funny. Because when you two didn't come back, I was imagining all sorts of things. I've already phoned Grandad, asked him to go out there and have a look for you.
Oh, you didn't.
Well, you were gone for 2 hours.
Well, I had some money on me, so we went for a drink.
Oh, I see. So I'm here out of my mind, and you two are out boozing.
Yeah, sorry, we should have phoned.
So what are you going to do? You going to report it to the police?
Well, he won't still be there. He'll have either gone or got frostbite by now. We don't know for sure. He was directed at us, Ashley.
Well, I don't think he was trying to flag down a taxi.
Oh, I don't think he was really dangerous. No, he wouldn't have done anything.
Oh, how do you know?
He was harmless. Really?
Well, I suppose I'm going to have to get out there, no? Tell Percy he can stop dredging the lake and call off the bloodhounds.
Oh, you won't do anything if you see that man, will you, though, Ashley? You promise?
Well, I tell you this much. He better not show his face round here.
Look, I'm sorry about this, Perce, wasting your time.
Oh, that's okay, Ash. Just as long as they're all right.
You didn't see anybody?
No.
Oh, well, come on then. I'll buy you a pint.
Yeah, OK. Oh, hang about a minute. I'll just pop round this tree for Say hello to the leprechauns.
What? Oh, right.
Keep an eye out, Ashley.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Evening.
Nice night for it.
No, I'm just, waiting for someone.
Waiting for someone. I see. Or someone in particular? Or just anyone, sir?
Ready when you are, Ashley.
I think we're ready now, sir. If you wouldn't mind helping us with our inquiries.
Help us out, he says. It'll only take 5 minutes.
Well, I'm sure it's just to make up the numbers.
I'm not sure I've got 5 minutes left in me.
Over here, gentlemen, if you don't mind. If you join the lineup, please, sir.
Hello, Colin.
Dad, what are you doing here?
Well, I was just coming back from Skittles when his police car comes up and said, would you come down and
now,
stay?
please. He looks the sort, doesn't he?
That is my father.
Not the first time, then, eh?
I don't know what your mother's going to think. I mean, she'll be back from the Institute soon. She doesn't like being in the house alone.
No talking now, please. Eyes straight ahead. Don't look at the subject. Just let her look at you. Right, bring her in.
What do I do now?
Just take your time, Mrs. Phillips, and walk slowly down the line.
Give them all a good coat of looking at, madam. And if you think you see the man who displayed himself...
Have they got them? Have they got the...
no, madam. They're all fully dressed. We do try to conduct these matters with a certain degree of sensitivity.
Just take your time, Mrs. Phillips. There's no need to say anything. Point if you want to, or tell us afterwards. Right. Are you ready then?
Yes, right.
This way. I see. So there's a gang of you, is there?
That's the last time I helped the police with their enquiries.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, taking fingerprints is one thing, but that... Well, I don't know how I'm going to get the ink off.
I shall never be the same again, Colin. You're looking at a woman who's looked at trauma from the inside.
Never mind. I expect they'll soon catch him. Oh, they're still open if anybody fancies the sherry.
Colin!
To be shot. No? Oh, well. Might as well go home, I think.
Bye. You take care, Mum.
Bye, Lillian.
Bye, Father. Ashley.
I shall probably need professional counselling, Colin. Several sessions.
Yes, dear. We'll go down to the Citizens Advice Bureau first thing in the morning.
And a new hat.
Do you think she will get over it?
Yeah. Come on, I'll buy you that pint. I reckon we deserve it.
I tried everywhere. I even rang Casualty and asked them to look in the cubicles.
Well, I wasn't there.
I know that now. Here's me going frantic, and all the time you're having a laugh and a carry-on at the police station.
I'd hardly call getting a third degree a laugh and a carry-on. They've all but pinned 6 indecent assaults on me, nearly had me for the Croydon Meatax murders, and they had Perce in another room asking him what he knew about Lord Lucan.
There's no need to exaggerate. And you could have phoned me. I thought you were entitled to a phone call.
Well, yeah, I was, but I wanted to find out the cricket results. Anyway, if you and Karen had gone to the police like I suggested, none of this would have happened.
Oh, we can't be sure it was the same man.
How many flashes are there in one park? They're not like buskers, you know. They don't work the same pitch doing 20 minutes each.
How's your mum?
Well, we haven't had the full story yet, but I think it was the surprise more than anything that upset her.
Perhaps we should go and see her tomorrow, take her some flowers or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be all right, just as long as she feels she can talk about it.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be able to talk about it. It's whether she'll ever stop.
So they caught him, Mrs. Phillips?
Oh, yes, they telephoned us this morning.
Where did they find him?
Someone at the hospital got suspicious. Yeah, apparently he had to go to Casualty. He was suffering the effects of the CS gas your mum had sprayed him with. And he had a suspect fracture from where she kicked him when he tripped over.
I don't normally believe in kicking a person when they're down, Elaine, but in certain circumstances I am prepared to make an exception.
And he had a nosebleed from where she hit him with her handbag.
I see.
Oh, it just makes me so angry, though, Elaine. The way these men can go around terrifying defenceless women.
Well, hardly defenceless, Mum. By the sound of it, you half killed him.
I was just lucky, Ashley. I just happened to know what to do and where the vulnerable spots are. From living with your father.
We did a self-defence course at evening class together.
Oh, but it could so easily have been a different story, Elaine. I mean, I could be at the bottom of the boating lake now. Or just another unidentified torso wrapped up in a bin liner. It's not to be taken lightly, Elaine.
What do you think will happen to him now?
Oh, they'll probably send him off to Butlins or somewhere for 2 weeks. And then he'll be out doing it again.
Perhaps they'll be able to rehabilitate him, Mrs. Phillips.
Well, if they do it hard enough. They should give them something to curb their impulses, Elaine. Or some of those special tea bags your father had in the army. Oh, but I'm never going to take that shortcut home again. I mean, I just went into the park and there he was with his what's-it and his thingamies. Oh.
I don't think he was all there, though, Mrs. Phillips.
Well, there didn't seem to be anything missing.
No, I mean mentally.
Oh, upstairs. Oh, yes, there didn't seem to be too many carpets on that landing. Oh, but I just got such a shock when I saw them all on that identification parade. Oh.
Well, you didn't think we'd done anything, did you?
Well, of course not. It's just that once Ashley took his trousers off in a supermarket.
I was 3. I just wanted to go, you know.
Yes, well, I don't suppose it's done any lasting damage. But, I mean, you can't let fear drive you off the streets, now can you, Elaine?
No, Mrs. Phillips, I quite agree.
Life and shopping must go on. And I dare Yes, well, you'll think again about jogging, won't you?
Yeah, well, Elaine was thinking you may have to give it up, weren't you?
Well, as a matter of fact, no. Oh, Ashley, where have you been?
Hello, Elaine.
What's that? Ashley, you look terrible.
No, it's nothing. I just sit down.
Here, have some juice.
Oh, thanks.
What happened? Did you have an accident?
It's nothing like that. You know, I was with you up until the park gates, and then I stopped to look up that tree in my book.
Yes.
Well, there was somebody there. I was standing behind it.
A man?
No, a woman. And at first, you know, I just thought, well, she's probably interested in trees as well. And then she started making these suggestions.
What sort of suggestions?
Well, not the sort of suggestions you should make in front of a tree. And then...
What?
She lifted up her T-shirt. Oh, Elaine, it was horrible.
Oh, Ashley. Well, it's nothing you haven't seen before.
Well, not that size, I haven't. I tell you, it was like a watermelon store. And then she started making these approaches.
What did you do?
Well, I made a run for it. So did the tree.
Well, at least it wasn't anything serious.
Nothing serious? I'm not used to being accosted by strange women in parks. I've been traumatised. I'll probably have to write to Claire Rayner.
To be honest, I always thought getting accosted by a woman in a park was one of your unfulfilled ambitions.
I see, so some stereotypes are all right then, eh?
Are you really upset? Did this happen, or are you just having me on?
Oh. Well, I'll tell you this much. Be a good few hours before I can go back and have another look.
And they return on Monday at 7:30. Well, next on Plus, Minder and Pete Postlethwaite, who appears in tonight's episode, is now a big screen star, of course, whose credits include Blast Off with Ewan McGregor. It's another one of our Fabby plus points.
So, where am I again? I'm in the Enchanted Tower, aren't I?
No, Ashley, you're still in the crypt with a giant slug. You've been there 3 times.
Well, how come I'm in the crypt?
Ashley, you fell down the bottomless pit ages ago when Chris left the trap door open.
I didn't see you do that.
Well, I'm invisible, aren't I? I've got on my magic cloak.
Ah, yeah, but I'm wearing my special helmet that lets me see all evil.
You lost that back in the swamp fighting with Tina's skeletons.
I thought all your skeletons were dead.
No, it's my zombies that are dead. My skeletons are so healthy, they give blood once a fortnight. Now, come on.
Well, if I'm not in the tower, who is?
I am. I was turned into a living statue, remember? I've been there for 20 years.
Well, why don't you play your alarm clock then and wake yourself up?
Ashley, will you stop wasting time?
Yeah, come on.